Phoenix Suns at the Atlanta Hawks. That's our topic. That's the game. As far as this game goes, I don't think I have to go any further. I don't have to break this down, tell you what I think, why I think it, what I've heard, what I haven't heard, what I believe and what I don't believe. None of that, I think, is relevant. This is a Phoenix team that's head and shoulders better than Atlanta. They're healthy. They come into a road game, and they're at the backside of a long road trip. Are they going to be tired? No. I mean, it's exciting for them right now. They're excited. They're an excited group. That big three is healthy. They're healthy against an Atlanta team that is a seller. I think they're a seller moving forward here. I think you need to be cautious, buyer beware, if you're supporting Atlanta and you disagree with me for the next week. You may buy in tonight to Atlanta plus 3.5, for example, and all of a sudden you look up and your phone dings you and says, there's no DeJounte Murray. He's out for the game tonight. Why? Because I think he's the prime target for buyers, and I think he's the prize that Atlanta has to offer for future advantages, being players, draft picks to be named at a later date. To put the picture of the Hawks in a paint-by-number sightline, they've upset the apple cart just 1 out of every 4 times, just a little bit more than that, 27% of the time. They've been underdogs 22 times this year, 22 times, and they've won 6 of those games. That gives you a really good idea of where the bookmakers are as far as having a handle on who the Hawks are, where they've been, where they're going. And for the most part, the Suns' numbers mathematically, are skewed. Why they're skewed? They were hurt. They were damaged. They were a dysfunctional team for most of the first half, pre-Christmas. They didn't have either Booker, they didn't have Beal, they didn't have Durant for a large number of the games. The three of them together, I think, 4 or 5 times in the first 35 games of the season. Since Christmas, this Suns team, and to give you an idea, this Suns team since Christmas are 14-5. 14-5. They're only 10-9 against the number on those 19 games, right? On the season, they're 28-20, a pretty pedestrian mark for a team that was considered to be a title contender. Now, why are the numbers skewed? Because the bookmakers did a great job of understanding perception of the Suns and what they were perceived to be, and who they were when they were damaged. 28-20 on the season, 28-20, and over the last 19 games, they, again, 14-5, 10-9 against the number, and they were the fourth best in the league with a net rating. Fourth best net team that went 10-9 against the number is all about the books having shaded the Suns to a point where, knowing they're going to win, couldn't cover. So if you're perceptual and you know that Phoenix is a public team, even a team that the Sharks were supporting when the value probably wasn't there, it wasn't there. When the value definitely wasn't there, that window is opened. The Suns were a short favorite in Brooklyn against a Brooklyn team that can't defend as well. And they can't defend, and they should be able to defend. I mean, they got a couple of Phoenix ex-players in that Durant trade that are defense heavy. The coaching staff and the front office for Atlanta is going to be busy. Why? Because Atlanta has a pretty rough schedule going forward. Between now and Monday, they play the Suns tonight. Tomorrow night, Golden State comes into State Farm. They play and face up against Curry and Company. And then on Monday, they have arguably the best team in the best team in the NBA, the best team in basketball globally, galaxy-wide, and that's being the Clippers. When they're healthy, the best team, in my opinion, the most balanced and the most postseason ready and postseason equipped. The trade rumors, the trade deadline that's approaching is a big deal for a coaching staff and a front office. They're going to be busy. So what does Atlanta do? DeJounte Murray is the top trade piece, that those are interested in, that Atlanta's dangling. There's been talk about Jalen Johnson, but he's not going to be available. This kid's a good player. I can't imagine him being involved or a trade piece unless they're getting the world. And that's what it's going to cost to get him, I believe. So is Atlanta a buyer or seller today, tomorrow, middle of next week? Are they? I think they are. There's no shortage of rumors. I have it in good company that they've had so many calls for Murray that somebody is going to panic, jump out there this week, and give them far too much for Murray, and they're going to grab it. The Hawks are a difficult team to support. I broke it down for you. Beal, Booker, Allen, Durant, Nurkic. versus Young, Murray, Bay, Johnson, Capella, with a bench that's pretty soft and are not able to defend the rim tonight. You're going to see addition drive all night long from Beal and Booker. Hunter, D. Hunter returned from his long layoff. He got into the game and the Lakers win, but he won't play tonight. He'll sit tonight and play tomorrow's second game of a back-to-back for Atlanta. But the injuries in the early season to the Suns' meet of the first five, the big three, skew the numbers. We have a short window right now to take advantage of Phoenix. We took advantage of it. If you're a client of mine, we took advantage of it in their last game in Brooklyn. Easy winner. Tonight, they're an easy winner. Easy winner. Think about who they are, who the Hawks are, and how inept they are at defending good offenses. Well, this is an elite offense for the Suns. Tonight at State Farm, it's Atlanta or it's run and hide. Get on another game, not this one. I'm Tony Finn. You want to be on Phoenix tonight, minus a small number on the road at State Farm over the Atlanta Hawks. Hope to see you tomorrow.